Alright, hey Boulder. Jan Scott with you here again on Boulder. This is Boulder Channel 2, actually. This is our live channel during the flood. As you know, I've been a talk show host, a real talk show host on broadcast radio and broadcast television for over 20 years. You can tell by my voice. And I'm not one of those, I'm like, what's that guy's name? Oh, the bad astronomer, or Kevin Hyde, or whatever his fucking name is, or pretend. I'm like, I'll chat in. We'll chat in. We'll Skype in. No, there's none of that going on here. A little more old school, a little more traditional, but people seem to like that better. So, anyway, here we are, 28th Street. It is the 20th or 21st of September. Fall begins tomorrow. It's 84 degrees in Boulder, and we're driving down 28th Street south. The sun is staring right at us, right at the camera, and right now we're headed over to Starbucks. But one of the things I noticed were 2 CU buses just went by. Presumably they're going to Lyons to pick up or to take back refugees so people can go look at their homes. So that's a little sad. And then on the right hand side, right back there, just past Iris and 28th, are a bunch of state highway vehicles. That whole side of the road and underpass all messed up. Actually, there's quite a bit of that going on in Boulder. Really, it's been a disaster zone. We do have the really good thing is that we're actually pretty good at disasters in Colorado, because we've had quite a few in the past several years. We've had the Hayman fire that was really big for us. We had the 4 Mile fire in 2010 that was terrible. This year we've had some fires earlier in the year. Last year we had fires, and then we've just had this gigantic flood, which is now announced apparently is a $2 billion loss for the state. $500 million losses just in roads in Boulder County. The homes, I think we lost 300 homes, something like that, and 1,200 damaged or more, or 12,000. Who knows? It's like all over the place. And I know, that like at CU, the college students are kind of trying to get back to normal, and office workers downtown trying to get back to normal. There are some people who really went into denial about this. USA Today ran a story, which I was really critical of, which says Boulder's tech world, or tech businesses, or startup community, or entrepreneurial community not affected by the flood. That is bullshit. The story was wrong. David Cohen made a bunch of statements that were wrong. Kind of a big cheerleader for the whole entrepreneurial scene. So's Brad Feld. They are so completely out of fucking touch with what happened and what is happening to us. And it just kind of goes, I don't know whether they just went into denial, or they're not really quote unquote from here. They're not true Boulderites. They're just here, they're like tourists. And that's like, boys, get your head out of your butts. This is a very serious situation. And you guys are gazillionaires, and you should be digging deep to help a lot of people who've been stranded. I know you won't, because you're all a bunch of selfish bastards, but what? They are. They're selfish. The rich are selfish in Boulder. They're douchebags. Who's with me?
Security officials in Kenya say attackers who carried out a shooting at an upmarket
Kenya.
shopping mall in the capital Nairobi
Right.
have been pinned down to one part of the building. At least 30 people have been killed in the violence, which began when
Let's have some nice, quiet, soothing music. Let's be soothed. I'm stressed. I didn't work out today. I need to work out. To work out every day, burn off the stress. almost does have a backbeat to it, doesn't it? Not exactly. Oh, here comes the backbeat, maybe. Nah, maybe not.
Where people like a rockin' time and stay awake all day and night.
Anyway, you're riding with Jan Scott here tonight. This afternoon, actually. I'm so used to being on TV and radio late night. I did that for years, you know. Those of you who've been around Boulder for a while would know that. We have fans and we have haters. And an equal amount, I might add. Yeah. We're just having a look at the Boulder flood and the Boulder flood, some of the damages that it's done. And I'm on my way over right now to go see our social media guy. He's doing a bunch of stuff this weekend. Then I'll be back in our offices, we're doing a flood TV special, incidentally. That'll be airing on cable next week on Channel 22. You can see the segments of it right now if you go to YouTube and just find the Boulder Channel 1 channel. Or actually, you know what? A better way to do it is go to boulderchannel1.com and click on Boulder Flood 2013. And then there's a playlist right there of everything and all the news stories that we're doing. We have 4 people working on this. Ron Baird is out every day working on stories. I am. Aaron Smith is working on all the design, editing, and getting stuff up. Donna Merrick's written a couple of stories for us. Who else? Oh, that's about it. We've had and some other staffers and interns helping us on this. As I said, this is a pretty major event that took place here in Boulder. Yeah. Major flood. Not good. And if you live in it, you know it. You know, and everybody seems to be faring pretty well. We seem to do really well here with catastrophes in our city because we have so many of them. 2010, the big fire. You know, I mean, I guess since I've been here, we've had we had the Thompson flood that killed 144 people in 1976. We've had myriad fires. We've had another flood up in Estes Park where, geez, there's a dam that burst up at Bear Lake, came down into town, killed 15 people. And for Estes Park, that was bigger than this. We've had the Black Tiger fire, lost 40 homes there in '89. We've had a bunch of different fires, a lot. We get a lot of fires here when it dries out, you know. And we've got all these people building homes in you know, like on the edge of open space or in the mountains, and guaranteed you build a home in the mountains or on the edge of open space, your chances of losing it to fire is greatly increased. There's our girl and her dog. She's going to school. Another lady and a bike. You build a house in a dry gulch, you know, or any of these streams or canyons, like 4 Mile Canyon, 4 Mile Road, your chances of losing your house to flood are extreme, as most of the people who live up there did. They lost their homes. The town of Salida wiped out. Now, granted, that's a mining town that was built during the mining boom, but anybody that knows anything about the West or semi-arid, you know, terrain, or Colorado, knows that you don't build homes in dry gulches, you don't build homes in canyons, and you don't build homes, you know, in mountain suburbs where they're all close together. And if you do have a home in the mountains, you have it surrounded by a lot of open area that you keep cut down, and you have a major fire suppression system at your home, and that still doesn't guarantee you. But none of that happened. None of that happens here. So people lose everything, and they go, "Oh shit!" Yeah, I'm like, no kidding. That's why I don't live in any of those places. It's too dangerous. All right, we're gonna buzz off here for a while. I'll be back.